From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Ticats Today with Brayden Neville.
On today's episode of Ticats Today, we sit down with a pair of pass rushers, the newly re-signed Jamal Davis, who will enter his first full season with the Cats, and free agent pickup Nick Usher, who will bring a veteran presence to this Ticats D-line. It's Friday, February 23rd, 2024, and this is Ticats Today. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone out there is gearing up for a nice little weekend as we wind down these dog days of winter. It seems like spring's just around the corner, a little bit nicer. The weather's starting to warm up a little bit. The Ticats were able to get some work done following a busy week in Hamilton, to say the least, announcing that they've signed American D lineman Nick Usher. Usher spent time with the Alouettes and BC last season and has suited up in 68 CFL games, including 48 starts over 5 seasons with BC, Montreal, and Edmonton, and he registered 113 defensive tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 16 quarterback sacks, and 6 forced fumbles. So a veteran presence making their way to the Hammer, and we will hear from him in just a little bit. But first, the Ticats also re-signed Jamal Davis. He came to Hamilton in a late season move, if you can remember, towards the end of last year. And his first tackle in the black and gold was a sack. Getting sacks is kind of what this man does. Last year, he registered 28 total tackles, 26 of which were defensive tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 5 sacks. And Davis sat down with me to discuss returning to the Hammer for 2024. All right, I'm joined now by Jamal Davis. Jamal, you've decided to stick around in Hamilton. You'll be back next season. How does it feel knowing you're going to get a full one in now in Hamilton, buddy?
Man, I'm looking forward to it. You know, that was really my goal last season, to come in and, show the Ticat fans what I'm made of, and really just come in for this season and looking forward to an entire season with the team. So I feel like it'll be a big for me and the team.
How does it feel knowing that you're going to have a full year? You came in during the end of the year last year. How difficult was that actually to come into a team and have to learn that playbook and just jump right into it?
Yeah. Well, playing football, you got to just be prepared for anything. You got to be ready for anything that comes at you. So it kind of wasn't difficult, especially with the environment coming into Hamilton. It was just open arms, people, greeting me with love. So, just getting in and getting the playbook down packed was easy for the most part. And then just, doing my thing on the field. But I'm most definitely looking forward to the whole season, the whole season, this whole season, just with the new team that we got, the new head coach. I'm looking forward to just coming in and just showing the whole Ticats environment what I'm made of.
What was it like for you to play in front of these crazy Ticats fans and get the taste of playing at Tim Hortons Field in front of this fan base?
It was amazing. It was everything that, I thought it would be. Just outside looking in, being in Montreal for the first two and a half years of my career, I always knew that the Hamilton Tiger-Cats was a big thing, so coming and being a part of it was like, whoa, okay, it's official,
Yeah. And next year, I mean, you came in, I believe your first tackle was a sack with the Ticats. Am I right? Yeah. So you came out of the gates flying. Are you looking to come out into 2024, do the same thing and make a bigger impact even this year?
Yes, 100%. Coming in and out the gate, I want to be on fire, and just show the fans that they got a great defensive end.
There's a couple new guys who are going to be added to this defensive line, and I want to get your opinion on some of these guys, some big players, Brandon Barlow, Dwayne Hendricks. What does it mean to have 2 guys like that joining that D-line?
Oh, man, it's big, because now, offensive line, opposing offensive line, you have to worry about 2 to 3, 4 guys, that can all be dynamic and make plays. So, you just can't isolate in on one guy, because if you do, now you're leaving another opening. So it feels amazing. Those guys are amazing, great. I'm friends with both of them, and I'm looking forward to being a part of that D-line.
I think it's going to be a scary D-line, and I'm looking at it. I'm looking at other D-lines across the league. This could be, on paper, if not the best or one of the best in the league. Do you agree?
100%. Yeah.
And now,
sure.
Casey Sales is another guy we can't skip past. What was it like getting to see how that guy works and playing alongside him last year?
Casey's great, man. Very focused guy, very amazing dude, on and off the field. And, all-star. He was an all-star. So, it speaks volumes to the type of player he is.
You're going to have a new head coach, Scott Milanovich. What's that relationship like with him?
Man, it's good. I came in late last season, so I had to just jump into the fire and meet everybody. Hello, hello, hello. But I'm looking forward to really getting closer to him too as well, and just proving to him that he got a great player on his hands.
And then you'll be back with Coach Mark Washington. What is it like working alongside a guy who's been around Hamilton now for quite some time, and this defense and players on this team really seem to love and trust?
Man, I love him. He's part of the reason why I wanted to stay, in Hamilton. Just his defense and, how amazing of a coach he is. His drive is amazing. And he's just somebody you want to play for. Somebody you want to play for. A guy who's played the game before and know the game all around. So I'm just looking forward to being here for him as well and showing him that he got a great player too.
There's going to be a big moment tomorrow, Simone Lawrence Day. Simone Lawrence retiring, an incredible career, one of the biggest players to ever wear the black and gold. What can you say about your short period of time spent with Simone and what he was able to do for the city and for the Ticats organization?
Yeah, what he was able to do was, amazing. From when I came in 2021, all I heard was about Simone Lawrence. I'm like, who is this guy? I just was so intrigued to get to find out who he was. And once I did, I was so inspired. I was inspired by how he had a whole community and whole city behind him that loves him so much and dearly. And it inspired me to, want to do the same thing, for my career. So him for Hamilton is huge. And I'm going to be at Simone Day, so I can't wait for it.
Do you have a favorite Simone memory maybe or when you first met or whatever it may be that you can share?
Yeah. I don't got a crazy memory, but I just know he's just a super hype turn guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and he was just 100 with me from day one. He just showed me love from day one. He came in, he immediately just gave me my props. Like, you can help this defense. So you got to respect a guy like that and take your hat off to a guy like that had an amazing career.
And you mentioned you're going to be there at Simone Lawrence Day tomorrow. Are you in Hamilton right now? Have you been training
I'm
in Hamilton
right now. Yeah, I've been training here. I got a newborn baby. She's 5 months. So
congratulations.
Thank you. Don't want to do too much traveling. So yeah, I'm going to for sure be there.
Was that something that you wanted to do right from the get-go, as you wanted to stick around Hamilton for this offseason?
Yeah, for the most part, And then once we got the deal done, I was like, okay, let's do it. Just being around here and being around the community. I want to help the community out and environment. So everything's like what you said, Simone is inspiring me. So I want to be as involved with the community as much as possible.
What is it about Hamilton that you've grown to love already? Because you said that you've mentioned you want to be here. You've loved the community and the reception you've got. But what is it about Hamilton that's made you feel comfortable and feel at home?
Man, overall, everything. Honestly, just the love of the city, the love for it. Like everywhere you walk, it's like yellow and black, it's gold and black. Like everybody, is showing you love, and it's just like, wow, like this is somewhere you can off top see yourself for a while or for the rest of your career, honestly. So, it's something that I was like, wow, I seen immediately, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, and you know what? It's one of those cities that they love their football, they love their players, they show love for everybody, and that's something that's so important that players seem to love so much. You're going to be sticking around for the off season. What does the training regimen look like for you? What's your routine looking like day to day?
Probably train like 4 to 5 days out the week. You don't want to burn yourself out, too early because training camp is May 15th. So, I wake up in the morning, drink my water, take my shower, and I head straight there. Head straight there to the gym, and I go about two times a day. Actually,
okay.
Yeah, like my training is very upscale. Hard. I like to train hard during the off season, so when the season comes, it's easy.
And I can see that because you're absolutely shredded. So it makes sense that you're doing the 2 days. I got to get on your routine, Jamal. But aside from the training, all that different stuff, what are you doing for fun? What have you been enjoying around Hamilton when you're on your spare time?
The food, trying different foods, man. That's something I like a lot. I'm a foodie, so
yeah.
I'm just trying everything. I still got some more searching to do and find some more foods, but I've been trying foods for sure. Man,
it's such a foodie town. Like, do you have any recommendations for me? Because I'm still finding new places every weekend.
The wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Wingporium. I love Wingporium. It's amazing.
What's the wing? There. What's the go-to wing? What's like the flavor, bro? Are you a hot, spicy guy or what?
I'm not. I'm a barbecue guy.
Okay.
I love
Okay.
barbecue. I like I might throw a little, little spice in there, but not too much. I like mild wings really too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
like, man, I'm noticing there's a lot of like coffee shops that have like great
it is.
baked goods and stuff. Like I've been
It is.
checking out all these different
It
places.
is. So you got to check them out all. Check all of them out. So I'm gonna do it for sure.
It's a foodie town for sure. Right before we go, Jamal, what's the goal for you heading into next season? How are you looking to make a jump into 2024?
Yeah, I want to make a huge jump. I'm just ready to show the entire CFL. That I'm here. I'm officially here, and I'm ready to show that I'm one of the top 5 to top 3 defensive ends in the entire league. So that's my goal this season. That's what's pushing me, and then what's really, really pushing me, my number one goal is to get a Grey Cup. I just feel like the city deserves it, the town deserves it, and it's been too long. So we got to get one.
Awesome, Jamal. Well, I'll leave it at that, buddy. And it's great to connect with you. Maybe I'll see you around Hamilton. Maybe check out a wing spot sometime together, buddy.
Sure.
But
100%, man. Looking forward to you. Thank you for having me.
that was Jamal Davis. As I mentioned before, the Ticats signing D lineman Nick Usher as well, and he sat down with me to share his reason for signing in Hammertown. All right, joining me now is the newly signed Nick Usher. Nick, congrats on signing with the Ticats, and why the decision to come to Hamilton?
Oh man, it's a bunch of things I can say, boss, but definitely the fan base, man, just the grit, the whole blue collar, everything just is love in Hamilton, man. Most definitely.
Does it excite you knowing you're going to a team that, well, a fan base that absolutely dies hard for their defense and is all about the defense in Hammertown?
Oh, most definitely, man. Like, I'm definitely excited. It gives me chills right now just thinking about it, bro. Like, but I'm excited, bro. I'm super excited to play in front of the Hammer Nation.
In your previous, playing for your previous teams, what was it like coming to Tim Hortons Field and playing in front of this fan base on the road as the opposition?
Oh man, it's loud, it's noisy, it's ratchet. Like, man, I love it, man. Like the energy is definitely through the roof. So
does it excite you now knowing that you're going to be on their side? You're going to have them behind you as opposed to cheering against you for once?
Oh, most definitely, man. It's hard playing in the Hammer being an opponent, man, but definitely to have the Hammer Nation on my side and be on this side is awesome, bro. Most definitely.
This D-line's been shaping up nicely, a lot of additions throughout the offseason. Do you like what you've been seeing, a lot of these guys coming in?
Right now, hell yeah, most definitely. I'm super excited, man. I'm ready to get to work with the guys, man. Like, I'm definitely gonna be the guy to bring everything out of everybody, man. So
for those fans that haven't seen you play or aren't familiar with your game, what kind of player are we getting out of Nick Usher?
Oh, you're getting a relentless, ferocious. You're getting a guy that's gonna come to work every day, in and out, blue collar. So I feel like I fit in the Hammer society and just the plays, man.
Do you feel as though that blue collar, like in your background, is kind of almost in a way what attracted you to a city like Hamilton?
Oh, most definitely. Playing in a steel town, man, like everybody works hard, man. So it's definitely awesome to play for a city that definitely defines who I am.
One of the focal points of this D-line last year was Casey Sales. What can you say about getting the chance now to play with him?
Oh, man, it's awesome, man. I've always been a fan from afar, man. So playing with Casey is going to be awesome just to see what he is, to pick his brain and see what type of man he is as well. So awesome.
Another guy you used to play with, Jamal Davis in Montreal. He also is signing today. It's been announced. You're both announced today. Is it nice that you'll get to rekindle with him and get to be back with Jamal?
Oh, man, that's my little brother, man, but little big brother, but it's awesome to be with that guy again. Like, great energy, just a great guy overall, for sure.
What have you seen from him? And he's a young player still, but during your time with him, what did you see from him and his growth throughout the CFL?
Oh, man, the sky's the limit for that guy, man. Like, just got to keep working. We're going to keep working. We're going to help each other to be the greatest we can ever be. Mark
Washington will be your defensive coordinator. And what have those conversations been like with him so far?
It's been energy, man. Energy and just a lot of love, man. So I'm super excited to play for him. Like, it's definitely going to be exciting to be in the room with him and just to pick his brain as well.
What were those first couple of conversations like with Coach Washington, a guy who's loved so much by players? But what was it like getting to chat with him, if you have gotten to talk with him so far?
It's been all positive, man. Like, just energy. He's just like, man, I hope you're ready to work, man. I'm telling him I want to be a sponge to him, and whatever he can teach me, man, I'm here. I'm teachable. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
Another legendary coach will be your head coach, and Scott Milanovich, a guy who's won Grey Cups and a guy who's been so successful in the CFL and who's been around the league a long time. But what can you say about getting the chance now to have him as your head coach here going into 2024?
Just pumped up, man. Like, a guy that has experience of winning is everything, you know. So me being a guy that wants to win and help the Hammer bring back a Grey Cup is definitely awesome to be with Scott, for sure.
And then Glenn Young, another coach, he'll be your D-line coach. It's his first year going to Hamilton. Is that a guy you know at all from your time in the league? And does it help having another guy with experience like him and a guy who's been there and done that, who's been a defensive coordinator before, helping you with that D-line?
No, most definitely. Like, man, like it's just a lot of knowledge here in the Hammer, man. So I'm definitely happy because I'm a student of the game, man. So to be around with Glenn is gonna be amazing. I'm pumped up to be with him for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. So where are you spending your off season? Where do you typically spend the off seasons?
I'm all over the place, man. But right now I'm in El Paso, Texas. Like, I'm from LA, so I got out of the way, man. I just wanted to isolate myself and give everything I can get, just become the best me possible. So definitely.
And that's where you played. That's where you played college football, correct?
Yep, I played at the University of Texas at El Paso, UTEP for short. But yeah, it's definitely been a gym for me in my life for sure. So.
And it's football crazy out there in Texas, right? They're nuts about their football.
Oh man, football is life. It's eat, sleep, everything football here, man. So it's definitely dope to be in a city like that too.
What's the training like when you're out there in Texas? Because you're not in the cold, you're not in the winter, so there's a lot more stuff you can do training-wise. But what are you doing typically on a regular day when it comes to training?
Oh man, 3-4 workouts a day. We up at 6 in the morning doing core. We're on the field at 11. We got our big workouts at night.
Yeah,
doing a lot. Definitely doing a lot.
So you're basically eat, sleep, football during the off season. You're training. That's what you're doing.
Yes, sir. That's what my mind is focused on, to be the best me as possible, for sure.
When you aren't doing the football stuff, what does Nick Usher like to do when he's just chilling out? What are you doing on the downtime, man?
Oh man, when I do have some downtime, like, I'm hanging out. I'm with my boys. I'm doing everything. Like, I play instruments. Like,
okay.
I do a little bit of everything.
What instruments are you playing?
I play the ukulele. I play piano.
No way, that's sick. So when did you start playing ukulele and piano?
I started playing the ukulele when I was in high school. Like, I went to Sarah High School in Gardena. And I went to school with a lot of polys, like my poly brothers, my Usos, my tongue, everybody, man. So they kind of like brought the culture on me, and I fell in love with it. So
would you say that if football wasn't what you were doing as a career, you'd be a musician or something? Would you be on the road traveling with the ukulele, the piano, or what?
I don't know, man. Like, I would say, like, I'm a very confident person, but I'm really shy with that, you know. So like, it's really like personal to me. But if I got out my comfort zone, like, I definitely feel like it could have been a career or something, for sure. What kind of music are you playing? Like, what's your favorite genre? It depends on the day, man. Like, I'm a guy that just goes off my energy. So like, I like a lot of reggae. Like, I like R&B. I like hip hop. Like, I like a little bit of everything. So if I told you, if we were at a campfire and you had the ukulele, what's your go-to song? What are you pulling out? Is that tough? Really depends. Like, I could play "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz. Okay, that's a banger. I play a lot. "Waiting in Vain" by Marley. Okay. I do a lot, man. Man, it'd be great. I gotta watch you play sometime, man. But one last question before we go. I'll get back into the football chat here. But what's your goal heading into 2024, heading into this training camp for yourself and not only that, but for the team? Oh man, I got a lot to prove to myself. Like, it's me versus me and my brain right now in this off season. So I'm coming in fired with everything to prove to help the Hammer bring back a Grey Cup, and that's definitely the biggest focus on my mind right now. Well, awesome, Nick. Hey, I'll leave it at that, man. I really appreciate you joining me. It's nice to meet you, and can't wait to see you at training camp. Maybe bring the ukulele at some point, and we'll jam out. But once again, Nick Usher, thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate you, man.